So off stream, I have been continuing collecting some... I'll tell you what, let's get into the game and I can kind of explain what we're doing today. We need a lot of redstone. This is what we kind of like figured out the other day. And off stream, I've been kind of like collecting little bits of redstone and stuff. I don't need the lapis. I'm not collecting that. So I'll kind of like show you guys what I've managed to collect. So far, we have this much redstone, which is good. It's not amazing. We have collected like other little things. So random block of iron ore that I found. That's where we are now. Like this was a little bit of a an iron area. I've also found a spore blossom, which I don't think I've ever found, and I don't know if you can bone meal it. So I'm taking it home. We'll find out a use for that, I'm sure. And I've also found some glowberries. I can regrow and make some more. I might already have glowberries. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure we don't have a spore blossom. I've not seen one. In terms of food, I am about to run out. So basically the idea today is to go until I run out of food, basically. Now, I have found some glowberries, like I said, but that doesn't really fill you too well. You might be able to hear the zombie in this direction. That's because we are in a big cavern. That was just rude. I saw him drop down. That's because we are kind of like in a big kind of cavernous area. There's a lot of iron actually around here. We should probably get the iron. In fact, we should definitely get the iron. This is the glowberries that I was talking about. There's some more redstone up there. So let's go and get all of those little pieces of iron that we've kind of just hear creepers going off. Because there is a lot of this, and I kind of do want to reduce the amount that like get as much of it as possible, kind of thing. And I may as well. Ooh, we got some gold. I mean, the obvious good thing that I would find here is redstone, but we didn't. I mean, we're gonna need a lot of iron anyway, so this is pretty good. And these little crevices of iron here. And I'm pretty sure I'm in like one of those iron biomes themselves. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing today. We're going to collect the redstone, and hopefully we will have enough. I want to go back and get that one piece of redstone that we saw up there, but it's so deadly out here. It really is. I'm gonna get shot off. I know I am. Okay, well we got that. That's good. I will also collect the glowberries. Food. Oh, there's a mine shaft down here as well, actually. Do you know what? I did know that was there. I'm probably not gonna go for it though. Instead, I kind of want to explore a little bit more. Oh my goodness, that's so annoying. I think it's the skeletons that really piss me off because of that. That was embarrassing. It's the skeletons. That's the thing that they really piss me off because they have like sniper vision. Oh, there's another one. It's like, they're so deadly in here. Like, you really have to be on it, kind of thing. This is actually quite a little safe area that I can go to. Get into crawl mode. The spiders will be able to follow though. So, got to remember that. Let's continue exploring this cave down this way. So yeah, I did do a little bit of exploring off stream. I'm not entirely sure where I am now compared with the overworld. So I'm sure we'll find out at some point. I will just... No! That's annoying. Oh well. Yeah, we keep like finding these nice little iron pockets too, which is great. But it's mainly the redstone I'm after. And the gold. The gold is good for... Oh, for goodness sakes. Little bit frustrating. And I'm on my last golden carrot. Oh my goodness! Piss off. I mean, we can try the glowberries next, I guess. But I do have a feeling that they are going to be useless. Got some more gold. And there's some iron up there too, so not got too much redstone, annoyingly. I'm quite pleased with the iron rates, though, that we're getting. Like, this is quite good. At least I think it is, anyway. I have to be very careful not to, like, get myself stuck. And cornered in by, like, a creeper or something. So much iron. And gold, actually, which is a good thing. I mean, multiple things that the gold can be used for. Was there a redstone node? No, it was an iron node up there. I'll still go for it. I don't know why I was doing that. Oh, there is a redstone node, you see. This is why it was worth it. More redstone. Good, good, good. I want it, I want it. I was kind of tempted to record my off-stream session and kind of like do a little bit of a montage of me finding all of the redstone, like mining more redstone kind of thing, but I'm not a... Ooh. There's no more around it. That's annoying. Oh, that's it. That's the end of the tunnel. With the drip, drip, drip. I wonder if I can make it over there. I don't think I can. I did. I made it. I was close. It was close. Oh, that's a red. This is good. That's exactly what I need. I need more of that. More of that, please. Yeah. Okay. How good is the glowberries for food? Oh, it's a cookie. It's a cookie. Okay, we're gonna get through those very quick, but that's okay. Ah! I didn't mean to put that there, but okay. Perfect. Ooh. Actually, I don't want a lot of this. I will take the saddle, though. I don't think we've got very many of those. And an iron, a gold bar. I'll tell you what, let's update this. 1 piece of redstone, all from that. That's actually quite a rare block, I think. I mean, I'm starting to get tempted to turn the rest of these into torches. So there is that. Got 29 diamonds from this run. Not too bad, not too bad. We'll put the name tag away as well. Put the saddle away. And all of the iron away, which is pretty cool. I'll keep the gunpowder. I'm going to keep as much gunpowder as possible. We don't need any pointed dripstone. I don't think I need anything else that I've got in here. I'll put the tuff away. There we go. Cool. I mean, I don't need the spawner. I'm never going to use the spawner, so maybe I should just get the levels from it, I guess. How much healing does the glowberries give you? Not much. Okay, I need to be aware of that. Gives you like two little hearts, I guess. Okay, let's continue on. Let's continue on. Oh, this is a... nice big open area now. Which is not going to be easy for me. I don't see any redstone though, apart from up there. Just 1 piece. Yeah, I don't see any more redstone. Oh, this is a big node. Perfect. Yeah, I really don't like using the glow berries as food, honestly. But needs must. I do have a little bit more pork, so we will kind of skip to the pork once I've run out of these glow berries. I didn't think that they lasted. I didn't think they were really a very nutritious source of food, I guess, but it was worth having a look. Hang on a sec. Why is my Discord not working? It is working. Okay. Interesting. Get some gold and some redstone. I need to be a little bit more savvy to this redstone because apparently I missed it. Get the iron here too. And then once we make it back, which we will, do you know what? I do want the ender pearl, so... Oh, goodness sakes. There we go. Like, that was just cheating. It's almost as though you can teleport. They don't normally do that if you're like, if they're already running at you, but then that being said, I mean, I don't think there's any reason why they shouldn't. Oh, there's another one here, look. Oh. Ow. Okay, I'm in a spot of bother. I'm in a spot of bother. I gotta go. I'm gonna swap over. Be great if bats actually did something and you could like control them, but they don't and you can't. But they do land atmosphere, so I guess that's the point of them. I've also missed some up here. Okay. There's some up there, look. I will use the stone as well. There it is. There's quite a lot of it. Not bad for one that I found in the middle of the wall. There's more redstone down in that direction, so let's just keep going. I'm just gonna... I mean, this is a lot bigger than what I was expecting, honestly, but... That's the Caves and Cliffs update for you. No, missed it. I mean, eventually I will have to dig back up, kind of thing, or I suppose dig back up is the right way. And, yep. It'll be when I run out of food, which is imminent. Ow. Oh, I got a carrot from that, so... It looks like there was a water source or something down here. Oh, yeah, I see it. Watching him walk into his death is quite satisfying. Got some more. I'm about to run out of torches too, but I do have materials to be able to make more torches. I just have to find a hidey hole to be able to do it. So let's just block off a little area here for that. Cool. Okay, hidey hole. Here we go. We'll do that there. Get this out. And I want that. And we'll get this out. Of which I want that. Cool. Let's get the gold digger. Actually, while I've got this here, let's do this. Those can go away, so they're now banked. Fantastic. Whoopsie. Cool. So we got the okay, so I've got a good amount. I'll only carry a stack with me. And then we can put the rest back. Well, actually, let's put those in here. Oh, raw mutton. I've got food. Okay, that's great. That's great to know. Let's cook that actually right now. So we'll place the fortune away. I could have done this kind of off stream. Need 34 left over, so we'll use the 13 coal there, which should be more than enough to cook it all up. We've also got raw chicken in there as well, so... Oh, that's great. That means that we don't have to use the glow barrows anymore. So apparently, I remember doing it. I did wonder where that had gone, actually. So how is everyone? What have you guys been doing? Have you been doing anything nice? Anything good? Having a smoker here would work way better, but I don't really have the materials to make a smoker. Because you need a campfire, and a campfire is like logs, I think, as a base, and then sticks and a coal in the middle. I think. So I don't really have that option. Let's have a look. Also caps lock song. Oh, you can do it with soul sand. Interesting. I generally didn't know this. Yeah, but you do. You need oak logs. Wizard Maria. Sorry to interrupt your stream, but I was wondering if you would be interested in custom designs for your channel. You're not sorry you interrupted. What would you do? What would you do to my channel? How would you make it look? If you had one word to describe how you would make my stream look if you had all of the leeway, what would it be? Hello, welcome in. Welcome in. You have one word. One word to describe what you're going to do. And yes, this is a test. If you fail, well, there will be consequences. I don't know if I'm mean or not. I probably am. We're just waiting for the mutton to cook now, chat, and then we can... If you want, I can add you now. You didn't answer my question. Answer my question first, then I'll answer yours. I could eat spider eyes. There's a food source. If not, it's okay too. Well, I'm glad that it's okay. If not. But you never answered the question, so definitely at the moment not. Oh my goodness. Okay, we really needed a smoker. That's what we need. That's what we need. I'm just going to look into the corner. Because it's like watching paint dry. It doesn't dry when you watch it. Oh, hi. I need to not lose that because that is my food. But I'm also... Thank you and have a great day. Okay. Okay, sure. Move on to the next one, I guess. Never answered the question. Never answered the question, chat. Never answered it. I might turn off the follow alert sounds, honestly. Just because we've been getting a lot of, like, spam follows like that. And it's just like, meh. I'm gonna get the iron. Let's get the iron. Let's get the iron. If you're wondering why I sound so kind of bunged up today, my throat is a little bit sore. I feel like at the moment I am always ill. Like, I'm just always ill. Oh my goodness, hurry up! Hey Buzz, how's it going, my dude? What have you been up to? Feel better, Womble? Yeah, I know. I'm ill a lot at the moment. I was in hospital with glandular fever about April, March time, and I've not quite recovered from that. Oh, you dick. That's the first time we've seen a witch down here. But you will give me redstone, right? No. No, you won't. It was a slowness potion she dropped. At least it wasn't poison. You don't know what that is? Glandular fever is effectively a viral version of tonsillitis. So tonsillitis is bacterial, bacterium that form in the back of your throat. and it makes your tonsils swell up and your glands swell up. Glandular fever is like a viral version of that, so it's actually a virus. It's not bacteria, and it can be quite severe. The thing is with glandular fever is there's like loads of other things that come with it. So it's quite often it can be quite common for people to develop like a severe fatigue syndrome with it, which I haven't got, but I am extra tired kind of thing. Yeah, secondary conditions caused by viral damage. So pretty much I've just not been 100% since I've had that, and I think it has legitimately taken a little bit of its toll on me. But it is what it is, yeah. I'm sure I'll get well soon. Right? I think my personal problem was that I went back to work slightly too soon. We're nearly done. 3 more mutton left. So I kind of like forced myself to go back to work. And maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I should have stayed off. But it is what it is. There we go. I'm going to do the chicken as well, just while the oven's on. And we'll eat the chicken first, because that, yeah. Well, I'm sure you know all the things to do. I mean, there's no real, like, cure for, like, glandular fever. You've just kind of got to bed rest and wait it out, which is very frustrating. And I'm not someone who will bed rest. I just can't. Vitamins, sleep, hydration. Yeah, sleep and hydration, basically. I don't know if vitamins will help. So... You know what? Night vision would actually be quite useful here, but I'm saving that. We've got Splash Potion of Strength. Do you know what? Like, why don't we equip some of these instant health potions? Why don't I equip that? Because if we are in a pinch situation, we can just throw that down. Got strength as well. I don't know where I got these potions from, honestly. Probably loot. But they are like double strength kind of thing, so I don't generally can't think where I got them from. Okay, cool. Oh, we got some more redstone. Good, good, good. Did you finish the sugarcane farm? No, I'm getting the redstone for it. We discovered I needed a lot of redstone. That wasn't very smart now, was it? There we go. Instant health. We use that. May as well use it, right? And we were going to eat the chicken first. And I may as well use this moment just to throw in all of my garbage. That was a little bit risky. Yeah, so that's kind of what we're doing. Proper vitamins and nutrition always help. Yeah. Well, yeah, yeah, of course it would help, but I mean, I don't think like vitamin supplements would help. I've always felt that vitamin supplements were kind of like a little bit of a snake oil thing. I mean, they kind of work, but there's no like actual evidence to suggest that they are as good as like instant miracle juice kind of thing. So I'm sure they have some benefit, but I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, we found loads of resources on this trip. I'm pretty pleased. Like, the amount of diamonds we've found has actually legitimately surprised me. Sometimes they also don't get absorbed, but using the right ones, yeah, absolutely. It's all about moderation, right? Like everything is to be taken in moderation and balance. Like, you can have too much of a good thing, of course you can. So have vitamin supplements if you are deficient in, say, like iron or, you know, that sort of thing. You know, depending on what you're deficient in, but you can also get those vitamin supplements from a healthy diet, right? So and I've always found that whenever I've looked into like these vitamin supplements, there's actually too much of it, like too much of something in there. It looks like we're coming out of the deep slate part, which is not good. Yep. Ooh, made it. I did see some redstone up here, though. I heard it. I heard it go. Where are they all coming from? Because I can't see them anywhere. Ah, you bastard. There's one piece of redstone up there that I missed. And there's also those. Losing my hair, vitamin A habit. But for me, worth the cost. Okay, hold on. I need to read this slowly. Sometimes they are, yes. Also, don't get absorbed in using the right ones. Like gel cap things that are easily absorbed helps ensure the body has things it needs to do. I feel like crap when I don't eat your vitamin D. Yeah. Well, yeah. So Vit D, you want that from sun. That you get that from the sun naturally, you see. So losing your hair because of your vitamin A habit. But for me, worth the cost. Definitely notice the difference when I don't take it. Cod liver oil, which is totally gross and I hate, but yeah. Yeah. Okay, I mean, I think it's definitely more of a trend in, say, like America to have more vitamin supplements like that. We do have multivitamins that you can have that has all of that in, but you guys seem to overdo it with your vitamins. But with the vitamin supplements, it's a bit weird. But maybe that's because your food sources maybe don't have as much of the natural stuff in. There's too many like chemical additives instead of the actual vitamins themselves that you get naturally from food. I don't know. I know which one's the I can't think. My brain's not working right now. Yeah, your food sucks. So I kind of guess that means that you would need to supplement the vitamins a lot more because, like, your food sources isn't great. He had an iron. He had a block of iron. Was this the way that we came in? Because I wasn't putting down torches when we came in. I don't think it was, actually. I think we've travelled quite far in the caves. Yeah, you see, we're not going to get any redstone from here, so we need to go back into the deep sleep, really. I mean, iron is good, but I would prefer to have the redstone. But there is a lot of iron here. Like, there's just loads. So bizarre. Yeah. It just wanted to help me. Oh. But yeah, I mean, like, just in general, I'm not feeling great at the moment. I don't necessarily think that it's to do with my vitamin levels or natural. I know my iron levels are good. Because I have that tested regularly, so iron levels are good. I am a little bit worried that it might be I can't think. It might be my B4 that is off, which is very difficult to supplement. You can't really get that in foods. Well, you do get it in foods, but if you have a deficiency on your B4, you've kind of got to have injections in order to get the supplements. There's no off-the-market B4 kind of things that you can get in the UK. And B4 is quite important because that is like energy levels and stuff. So yeah, it's kind of like you get it from like most pure red meats. B4 deficiency is a very, very common thing. A lot of people are deficient on B4, and that's all because of help. That was scary. Luckily, I was able to quick switch to my shovel and not panic. That was legit, actually quite scary, because I was like, uh-oh, suffocating, taking damage, but actually I didn't take that much. Nice save though, I know, right? It's so easy to like freeze up in that situation as well. Like, it's so easy. I've done it loads of times before. I've just panicked and then died. Yeah, so your B4 deficiency is quite a bad. It's quite a bad one to have, but at least in the UK, because the only way that you can get that replaced is with injections and stuff. So it's not ideal to have a vitamin B4 kind of deficiency, and like I was saying, it's very common, especially with the state of like our fast food, for instance. If you eat a lot of fast food, you've probably got deficiency in B4. And that's just mainly because, you know, there's no actual proper red meat in, like, a burger. It's all processed. This is just the creeper hallway of doom, isn't it? Wow. Was expecting a creeper boss then. Ugh. Another dead end. So I have suspected that I could potentially be B4 deficient, maybe, in the past. I've not had the blood test though to get it done. I could go and I could do the blood test myself, to be honest. I just don't. It's not something that I get around to booking in, and it's so difficult to see our GPs at the moment, our general practitioners, our docs. It's so difficult to get those like blood tests booked in at the moment. They're so busy. And like I said, I mean, I could do the actual blood test myself. I would attempt to do it left-handed, maybe. I could probably do it right. I could do it both ways. 3 to 4 month wait to see a GP. Oh wow, that's a lot more than us. Unless you're lucky and can snag a cancellation, yeah. I had to go and see my GP the other day for my hands. So this is another reason why I think my B4 levels are lower, is because I've had a lot of eczema this year. I don't normally, but it like has turned into full-blown psoriasis. At least that's what it feels like. I don't know if it actually is. And trying to get into them so that I can like seek treatment, because I need proper dermatologist treatment, not just creams and steroid creams. You know what I mean? Like it. I need to find out what is causing it, and I need to cut it out. You know, I need to find a way to cut it out. Yeah, not that long across the board, but yeah, I get the picture. Oh, I missed. Some redstone here I missed as well. It's a good job I came back this way. Missed a little bit of redstone. Two pieces. I mean, to be fair, I've probably missed loads. I forgot about that gold. I was going to come back for it. Well, I guess I did, eventually. And again, the gold is going to be useful for like powered rails and things, and golden apples too, so always useful. Gold is kind of the bottleneck that I've got at the moment. I mean, I guess what I could do, I could go to a mesa biome and just do this in the mesa biome, because there's increased. I don't know if that's still a thing actually. I presume it is. Ah. More redstone. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, over here. I think when I run out of torches is when I will go back to the surface, honestly. So, soon. We do have some more torches in my... what's it? There's always the piglin farm, but so much effort to build. Yeah, I mean, like, eventually I will have a piglin farm. But, yeah, it's like you said, it's so much effort. I might do one on, like, the roof of the nether or something like that. You can get up to the nether, on top of the roof. But it is, I mean, I need more redstone in order to build the farm, which is kind of beside the point. 2 more pieces. Every little bit helps. Oh, that's my pickaxe. Okay. Ow. How you bust the roof these days? Is it still ender pearl? Yeah. So I would do the ender pearl trick to get onto the roof. I think that still works. I don't think they've patched it. But I would do research before I would actually go about doing it myself, and I would definitely bring enough materials to build a portal up there. We can maybe, like, put the portal on the top of our mountain or something like that. That might work. So it connects up. Do you know what I've still not found? I've still not found a deep dark, which I was really hoping I would on this trip, but I suppose they're quite rare, maybe? Mind you, if I did find a deep dark on this trip, I probably wouldn't bust it today, because I don't have the equipment for it. You need, like, wool and things like that. Yeah, I've never seen one in person either. I've only seen other streamers find it. Oh, we got another one. Nice. Can you not, please? Oh, golden apple, and we got a music disc. Okay, let's just take a minute. Let's put all of the nice stuff away. Ooh, we're full in here. I'm going to keep the music disc just because I can, and we'll keep the coal. But everything else can... garbage. 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 I do have another shulker box, so I guess we start... putting those in. Just having a look here to see if there's anything I can condense down, but I don't think there really is there? Well, I'll tell you what we can do. Separate that up, and then that frees up a slot. Golden apple can go in there. How come no ender chest to sorted back home? I would love to do that. I haven't, yeah, I haven't really got around to doing any big redstone contraptions like that. Well, I guess we start loading up the next shulker I've got. I've got another spare shulker box there, so we can start loading this up. So there we go. Garbage. Not garbage. Up put the tough in there as well. Yeah, I don't have a storage facility really. Like, just a general storage is pretty bad, actually. Oh, gold. That was lucky. Nothing. Spent all that time trying to get up there and there was nothing actually there. Frustrating. I've been this way. Yep, been this way. Okay. How much food do we have left? Still got a little bit, so we're good. We're good with food. Could try down here, I guess. Just comes back out here, but this is definitely a way that we've not been. It's mainly the redstone that I'm trying to, like, keep an eye out for, in all honesty. And there is literally nothing here. There we go, we got one. Got one node, so that's good. I've probably missed loads, like, I've probably, like, walked straight past loads of them. I keep thinking that glow lichen is diamonds, but they're not. Such a trolly thing is the glow lichen. Okay. I'm starting to think we should head back. So we've got quite a lot. And my shulker box is kind of full. So I'm thinking we might just like head back. Yeah, let's do that then. Let's do it. There's only so much I can kind of take of doing this, you know what I mean? There's only so much I can do. Always miss things on the ceiling and in the top. Yeah, me too. Curious. Don't quite understand why that wasn't flowing all the way down there, but sure. Oh! Look what I found. I might get my axe out here, actually. Is this a Kerbal mix? No, this is Stellaris. Or if you're on about the soundtrack. It is Stellaris. I think there are Kerbal YouTubers that do use this soundtrack when they're playing the game. Jimorian is one that springs to mind. So that's probably what you're thinking. No, the Kerbal music is mostly Kevin MacLeod. Or at least the, Oh, wait, no, I know what you mean. Like, it sounds like Kerbal 2, doesn't it? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I get it. Well, they probably had heavy inspiration from Stellaris. It's the chord progression, correct, yeah. I thought you meant the original game soundtrack then. I was like, I'd forgotten how good the Kerbal 2 music was. I haven't played it, you see, so not really. Oh, we got some more mineshaft. This is, God, another one. Jesus Christ, we've had loads of these. This is good though, because it means that we've another music disc for 13. I'm not taking a second. I'll take the bread as well. We can eat that now. I'm going to eat it now. A little bit more iron. Shall we... Well, I mean, I said I was gonna dig up, right? So... Yeah, those chest preserved bread. Yeah. This might take a while, because there's a long way to go. I'm not quite sure where we're going to end up. Like, we might end up in a mountain kind of thing. I need a new mouse mat. That's what I'm discovering. Because I can hear it really bad. You can hear it in my microphone. It's a very noisy mouse mat. It used to be so smooth and you could never hear it. Buy a witch's hut for your redstone farm. I'm not doing a redstone farm. I'm not going to do a witch farm. I might do a raid farm. And there is a good spot for that fairly close to the village that we're in. So it's a good spot for that. And it's not creepy, ominous music at all. How high up are we now? 56? Oh, that's promising. We've hit dirt. Hey, made it. Cool. Oh, look, there's the cherry blossom. So we did actually travel quite a way. Can be quite difficult to travel. Oh, phantoms have arrived. Alright, let's go back. This is going to take a while. And I need to keep an eye out on my Elytra's health. Wonder if there are pandas around there. I love the coral here. Do you know what I haven't done? Whoa. That's epic. Wow. That is crazy. We're going to go to that in a sec. Now, I always get this wrong. I mean, this is the real reason you come down and hit to these, right? Let's get rid of the junk, so we don't need those. And I'll take that, I guess. I'll take that, I guess. I'll take the gunpowder as well. Gunpowder's useful. And a couple of golden apples. Mostly rubbish. Projectile protection 4. Actually, not too bad. Whoops. Cool. Wow, look at this, dudes. Like, this is just ridiculous. Wow. What is it? It was a biome. It's like shattered savanna biome or something like that. They're very, very, very rare. Now flying into the void. Oh, it's rendering in below me. That's pretty cool. Keep that on my inventory, because then if I start to fall, I can pop it off. BRB, okay, no worries, man. See you in a sec. I need to get my next rockets out. Hey, we made it quite far. I'm pretty pleased with that. Sweet. I'm still technically in fly mode, so... Rockets. Fireworks. Perfect. How are we doing with elytra durability? Not amazing. And of course the sun's going in, so I need to get some killing being done. So let's use this stretch of beach, hopefully. Something will spawn. Well... Is there any, like, fish, I guess? Come back here. That's a lot of fish that I've got. Where did I get the orange terracotta from? I do want to pick up the fish because we can train cats with it. Oh, apparently bone meal. Raw cod. Okay, I'm healing in. It's good. Get back here, you stupid fish. It'll do for the time being, I think. I think that will probably do it. That will probably do it, I would say. We shall see. Let's above dark oak forest at the moment. Got 103 durability left on my elytra. So I think potentially the what's it was good. I don't know if that made sense. It made sense to me. Oh dear. Oh, 70. It's dropping. It's dropping. I don't think the fish was good enough. So he didn't make it halfway back. That's annoying. Well, it might be that I just walk the last, like, 2,000 meters or something. This area here has a lot of gravel. Yeah, at some point my elytra is just gonna drop off. $20, $19, $18. Did that well. Managed to get up to the top of here. For more, I wonder. Get some more bones. Another dog. Couldn't help myself. It might be the case that I'm walking back, honestly. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I think we're past all of the ocean now. Don't think there's any more ocean left, so... We'll bring our friend with us and we'll just walk back. And if on the way I do get like a little bit of durability, we can like skip over the mountains maybe. Like this sort of thing there. I'm not even going to pick up the resources, it's just senseless murder at this point. Gotta be careful with this. Nearly home. Where's my dog? There he is. Okay, he is there. He teleported to me. He must have been behind me the whole time. Some bees. Which we don't need because we'll... Oh, that is a very familiar looking village up ahead, which is great. Good news. Yeah, I really want Unbreaking 3 on my Elytra. I could just swap my Elytras around. Actually. Oh, wait, no. Don't know if it's in my, my ender chest. Is it? No, they're not in my ender chest because I'm an idiot. That's why. Okay, I'm gonna rectify that. Like 500 blocks away, so we're almost home. I don't know where my dog is again. He just disappeared. Very irritating, very irritating. Having to keep going back for him is very annoying. Ooh. Okay, I can hear him, so he must be back. Come on. Stop getting lost. What don't I need? I don't need the granite. Buttercup, don't leave me alone. Don't get lost. There we go. There he is. Cool. He is right next to me. Just have to, like, keep looking. Well, to be fair, I am now at the point where, you know, it's relatively easy to get here. I've got to be very careful on this. There's that village, and then over the hill is my mountain. Just so this is the thing. I can't talk. This is, I think, a completely dead village, actually. I think I stole villagers from this village and brought them to me. Relocated the villagers. Get him, dog. I can hear the dog is not pleased that these phantoms are attacking. I do like phantoms. I do like phantoms. I think they're a unique mob. Probably the best player voted mob that's been added into the game. We are back. So this dog I'm gonna keep here. Gonna be it's gonna be a sheepdog for the sheep. We are back. We did it. We made it. We made it back. What does that say? Bartholomew's Shrine. Okay. That was something that was suggested by a viewer. I think it was Animal. Mob drops. Ooh, raw pork chops. May as well cook it up. I am going to save the raw cod though. I did have glowberries. I thought I had, but I wasn't sure. So it was worth... Actually, you know what? I am going to save a stack of carrots there. Put the rest of the carrots in here. That can go in there. Oh, it's very raining outside. I'm curious to know how much I've gained from this little sidetrack. It's definitely taken... I mean, it was a couple of hours today's stream. I've spent about an hour of it off stream as well, gathering all of those resources. We've got quite a lot. We've got quite a lot of stuff in the last like couple of hours, and it was definitely funner than, say, building a raid farm, if that makes sense. And the raid farm, I'd still be building the raid farm now. That was why I didn't want to do that route. Wow. It's gone very dark here. I don't know, you might be able, you can hear it through the mic. That's the rain. Smashing against my window. Can you not? Thank you. I will save that because I can turn it into a dispenser. They are quite useful. We'll pop those away. TNT. Do I not have any TNT yet? Is that the first time we've got TNT? Nice. Iron can go in here. The enchantment book, let's put that away. That can go up here. And we'll save that for a day of stuff. Don't question it. Here we go. We got Silk Touch. Okay. That's quite good. That's quite good. That means we've done this. I need a name for the new spoon. I'll put those two there for just for the time being, because we've still got another level 30 enchantment. What did we want to do next? Well, let's have a look, see what the books have. Channeling. Interesting. Interesting. Channeling. I don't think I want it. What about the sword? Fire aspect 2. I don't think we need any more swords. I'm trying to think what we could use, what we could do with. Let's get my Let's get this out and have a look. So we've got both hose. I don't need any more of those. We've got a spare axe, which is good. And now we're getting a spare spoon. We've got a spare sword. So I'm thinking a spare set of boots. That would be the next logical step. So let's go and get the emeralds in order to do that, which I have in here. Feather falling 3. Interesting. What does feather falling go up to? It goes up to level 4. It's actually quite a good set of boots. I'm gonna unenchant those though. We'll do it through the enchanting table. But yeah, feather falling 4's not terrible. Like, we've got access to feather falling 4 boots fairly easily. So we want feather falling 4, really. You have returned. Welcome back. So I think what I'm going to do to get these boots, we're just going to enchant it and then disenchant it. Fire protection? Well, what are my current boots? My current boots are just normal protection. So actually, fire protection might not be a bad idea to do. So I think I will legitimately save that for the fire protection. We'll make some fire boots or something like that, right? So we'll save those two. Let's combine these two now. Actually, maybe I shouldn't combine them just yet because I'm very close to level 30, so we'll wait for level 30. I'll get that. Cat needs fish. I just collected loads of fish as well. We'll really quickly get those levels. There we go. See? So we'll get the level 30. That means that we can get the fire protection on the boots. We'll then combine the 2 shovels, and I need a name for the combined shovels to make the actual, there we go, fire protection. Fire protection 4 and unbreaking 3. Not bad. That's not bad. So we'll save those in there. We're now working on those boots, so I will need more. Well, I need mending on them. We need feather falling. Probably depth strider. Another channeling. So there's quite a few enchantments that we need to get from them. Yeah, shovel name. I could do soul speed 2 actually on these boots, because these are the fire protection boots, so these are what we're going to be using in the nether. So, you know, that's not a bad idea. Okay. Crash landing can get back on now. Okay, let's combine these. So we need a name for our brand new shovel. Oh, the King of Spades. I like that. I like that. I think I've used that before, but I like it. And I think I'm gonna... Well, we still need mending on it, right? So let's go and get a mending book real quick while I'm thinking about it. Do I not have any books? 1, 2, 3. So I need paper. go and make a mending book real quick. Actually, we'll make a few mending books. And then I'll come to emptying out my loot in a sec. And we'll count and see how much redstone we actually get from this. Because bear in mind that whole trip was about the redstone itself, not about anything else. So I want a mending book, please. Not you, you? It is you. It's 24 emeralds, which I don't currently have. Ah, 1 emerald short. That's obnoxious. I thought I counted that right. I didn't. There we go. It was like 2 sticks short as well, which is very annoying. There we go. 24. I'm going to get the 1 mending book. And eventually I'll make it so they're only worth like 1 emerald. But I'm not going to do that just yet. So now I've got the mending, I want to put it on my new shovel. It's only going to cost 3 enchantment levels to do that. And an anvil. I think that's our first anvil we've broken. I don't have any iron. Oh, right. So I know where there is iron. Hold on. I know where there is iron. I think at the end of the, like, at one point during the stream, maybe last time, we crafted up all of those pistons and we ran out of iron. Yeah, so this is where all my iron went into the pistons, but I think there's some more down here somewhere. Hopefully, maybe. Is this still going? Ah, there we go. We got some iron there. 1, 2, 3, and 1 anvil. There we go. Oh, there's the iron. I knew there was iron somewhere. 42 blocks of it, so we're good. We good. Still smelting. It's still smelting. The yeah, still smelting. Why did that side not trigger? I don't know. No iron farm, no witch farm, no sorting system. Are you sure you know how to play this game? I know, right? I do have a sorting... I do have a storage room, but I've vastly outgrown it. The thing is, I do play the game, like, weird. This save, definitely. I've definitely played this save a lot weirder than what I normally would in the past. But, and it's been very slow progress, but it was kind of intended to be like that, so that I don't burn out on it, you know? So I'm not just, like, getting everything immediately, and I'm having to actually, like, play the game to play it, you know? So... yeah. I mean, the only, like, real farm we've got... The only real farm we've got down there is... Whoops, didn't mean that. The only real farm that we've actually got down there is not really operational yet. Whoopsie. And that is the sugarcane farm. Like, this is the only automated sugarcane farm. I don't understand why that wasn't triggered. So it's a bit odd, but it's fine. Yeah, so this is the only real farm we've got. And we're in the process of building it, like, properly. But yeah, no sorting system, no storage system, anything like that. Well, I do have a storage system, it's just not in the way you think I should have one. Not in the way I should have one, rather. Okay, so we got our redstone. So let's see how much redstone, how much iron we got from this trip. We got a lot of iron. We got a lot of iron. We got more iron than what I thought we would get. So that's good. But like I said, you know, I've used a lot of iron to make the pistons. We've got to make a lot of hoppers, which will take... Actually, we don't have to make that many hoppers, but still, you know, I've still got iron to use, and if I do use a sorting system, if I do build a sorting system, which I think I might sooner rather than later, just because I'm getting a lot of junk chests knocking around, I'll need a lot of hoppers for that, right? So yeah, my iron levels are they're quite strong actually at the moment. Right, let's get all of my ores and stuff. So this is the loot. Now, I do have a question. With this spore blossom, can you bone meal that? Can I bone meal that? Like, is that something that is possible? I've got loads of bone meal now as well. You cannot. So that is an item that you only get once. Okay, good to know. You cannot bone meal it, you can't grow any more then. That's a little bit annoying. I was kind of hoping you could. But it looks nice there. I'm gonna keep it there. So that's the only spore blossom that we've got. Right, should we do the redstone first or should we do the iron first? Actually, we've got more redstone than what we do iron. I thought we had more iron than that, but apparently not. I'm gonna sleep first. I think that's the best. Should we, yeah, should we count up the iron first? I think we should count up the iron first, then we'll count up the gold, then we'll count up the redstone, and we'll kind of like figure out which is the better resource to have dropped. I'm gonna go and do it over here. So it's out the way. Build a couple of piles. There we go. So that's the redstone pile. Oh wait, no, I've got way more than that. I love the redstone effect that you get with the Hey Serenity, how are you? How am I doing? I'm doing good. I've got a little bit of a sore throat, so I sound worse than what I actually am. Like, I sound quite ill. I have been a little bit ill actually over the last couple of days, but nothing to write home about, you know. Nothing too concerning. Just in general, I've just been unwell, like. Since my trip to the hospital, it's like, you know, not done well, but I mean, for the most part, I'm good. I've got, you know, roof above my head, so you know, food in my belly, roof above my head. I can't complain too much. A lot of people don't have that, so. We are currently piling up my redstone ores here because I wanted to see how much ore we actually have. And the last few ones can go in there, like that. Cool. the fact that I might keep those blocks because they are very rare. Those blocks are. So that's my redstone pile. Let's do the iron pile next, I guess. There's more iron there. I'm not going to break down the emerald ores. So again, it can be useful for building. So yeah, I probably won't break these ones down, but we'll see. Nothing to write home about, so I'm not the only one that uses that sentence. No, apparently you're not. I also do. There we go. We'll build it up like this. I always feel quite satisfying when you mountain up the resources you've just got. Like this, kind of like a big old stockpile of things. It's like, this is what those last 4 hours of my life accumulated in. Yeah, we've done quite well actually. I'm quite pleased with the amount of resources we've managed to pull in. think I'm more pleased actually with how much iron we got, because I did feel like we were getting loads more iron, but actually the redstone pile might be slightly bigger. In fact, it will be bigger, I think. How are you, Serenity, by the way? I never asked. How are you? What have you been up to? What have you been doing lately? How have you spent this weekend? There we go. Oh, we've got more. I've got a stack more. Ooh. Cover it. Cover the outside with this. There we go. Oh, no, still more. Still got more. Yeah, it's actually quite an interesting saying if you think about it, because it's completely defunct. Like, who writes home to anyone anymore? It's nothing to FaceTime home about. Do you know what I mean? Let's do the gold. Much smaller pile for the gold. Actually, I'm surprised at how much gold we got as well. I'm going to go tall for this one. We're not going to go large. We're going to go tall. Try not to make any hollow spots as well, because that would be bad. Was sick most of last week. Got a full course of freezing. Sweating, fever, cough, limb pain. I feel like a lot of people are getting that at the moment. Business, it's all annoying stuff. Was it COVID? A lot of people are getting that lately, including myself. I had something. I don't know whether it was COVID, because we're not testing anymore, really. It could have been. Which could be why I'm still a little bit rough. I think it was Monday when I was like that. All the annoying stuff, but hey, getting better now. Only the coughing remains. Although this weekend was hell, quite literally. 38 degrees. Oof. But at least I had some time to test the new KSP2 hotfix and a few hours of Minecraft. What is the KSP2 hotfix? What did they do? And one of those. Actually, let's put that there. Do you know what? That gold pile is pretty intimidating, isn't it? It looks pretty good. Now, there's no point in me doing it with the gold, but with the diamonds, but I will. Just have a nice little small pile in the front. I mean, obviously, the main focus of the trip was the redstone. There we go. That's not bad. I think out of everything, I've probably got the most out of the redstone. The redstone tower looks bigger. That's a lot of gold. It is a lot of gold. Not as much as the redstone or the iron, but there's a good amount. I mean, the focus of my exploration was to get more redstone. It's very bizarre seeing all of my resources. Like that. Right, let's start breaking down this redstone, shall we? Wait, which one are we doing first? Which one should we do first? Should we do the gold first? Yeah, which one are we doing first? Which one are we breaking down first? And how much do you reckon we'll get of it? I feel like we should leave the redstone for last, maybe. Shooting the diamonds first. Let's do the diamonds first. I was tempted not to break down the diamonds, and we'll just save the ore, actually. So, with the last patch, they added new engines and fixed a lot of drag issues, stuff falling through the ground. And with the hotfix, they fixed the trajectory changing bug that leaves the sphere of influence, so plan maneuvers and interplanetary flights are reliable now. Nice. And performance upgrades. Nice. Do we still have wobbly rockets? I won't go back to it until they've got rid of the wobbly rockets, because it was just ridiculous. You can't launch anything. I feel like that's the #1 priority for me, is the wonky wobbly rockets. Alright, let's do the gold first. The reason why I'll do the gold first is because this won't give me XP when I break it. Took care of the floppy rocket syndrome yourself. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the floppy rocket stuff. Like, it kind of kills the game for me, you know. Like, I like a certain level of realism in Kerbal, as you guys know. Like, when I play Kerbal, I like to do realistic rocket builds, that sort of stuff, and you can't in KSP2 at the moment. Shall I save that one? I think I'll save that one, so we won't actually break that down. Bit more of a rad block. It's got a lot better, but it still needs struts to grandchild modules. They still don't know how they want to address that issue without overdoing it and causing new glitches. Yeah. I mean, I feel like that should have been something that was solved first. That should have been an issue that is solved first, because that's the fundamental gameplay mechanic. But instead of doing that, they focused on good graphics. But it's no use having a nice looking turd. It's still a turd, you know what I mean? So they need to clean away all the shit first. Right, let's do the, how many did we get, by the way? We got, we got a little bit. Let's get my other chocobos and we'll put all the results in here. So, we got a little bit of, golden nuggets, not too bad. I think fundamentally we'll get more, iron, obviously, because, you know, I reckon we will get, like, the most out of the resources that we'll get is probably the redstone. But that makes sense, because I literally went mining for the redstone. Like, that was why I did this. That was why we went on a huge adventure, so we ran out of redstone dust. And the worst thing is, that's probably not enough redstone to finish the entirety of the, sugarcane farm. Focused on other stuff first, because you can strut the hell out of rockets to make them stable as a workaround. But separators not undocking, causing camera glitches, engines not working properly, and planes being unflyable, being game-breaking things for them. Yeah. Oh, I'm not saying that there isn't other things that were also game-breaking. I think that was the biggest disappointment, actually, was the fact that there was so much emphasis put into the visuals for KSP2 that actually they hadn't got the game working. That was what was so disappointing for me. Like, they released the game and it really wasn't ready. I know the developers didn't want that. It was the publishers that wanted to push for release, but for them to be working on, like, the audio stuff, which, by the way, the audio is amazing. I love it, but the audio is, like, only a small amount of the actual working engine, the workhorse of the game, and the workhorse of the game doesn't work well. It was in a much worse state than Kerbal 1 was, and Kerbal 1 had a lot less money behind it. So, yeah. And it was a lot cheaper when it came out in beta. Priority list, wobbly rocket seems to be position 1 for the next patch. Good. So that might bring me back. That might bring me back to the game. I might play some more, if that's the case. I'm going to keep the ores that I don't want to break down in this one. So there we go. We got good amount of iron there, so that's not too bad. Let's do the diamonds next. Do I want to break these down, though? Or do I want to keep them? I think I will keep them, just for the time being. So I don't need the diamond blocks for anything, so I'll keep them in its ore form, because we can use this ore as decoration. So I will keep that as is. So we'll put that over there. I just wanted to pile it up, really. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see how much redstone we actually did end up getting. The deteriorating orbit thing. Yeah, there's a bug where your obviously it's still in, where your orbit just randomly starts to deteriorate. It's not really that fun. Connected to the wobbly rockets in low orbit, yeah. So it's that one's the second priority for their update, so that's good. So I think that they are addressing the game, like they are trying to fix things, but And they're definitely aware that it's broken, so... I just don't see much point in playing the game in its current state, honestly. Like, do I want to keep these redstone pieces? No, I want the redstone. I don't care about using redstone blocks for decoration. I want the redstone right now, so we're not going to keep those. It's going to be an amazing game, given if they've given time to fix everything. Oh, absolutely. The mistake on the publisher's part to demand they turn in their homework. I don't have a problem with them releasing the game in alpha the way that they have. It was just too expensive. That is the mistake they made. That is what got people pissed off. That's what got me pissed off, was the fact, the expense of the game for it to come out in alpha. Like, you should be rewarded for investing in the game early, not being you shouldn't be punished for it. So it should have been a lot lower in price. We've got a lot of redstone dust here. This is a good thing. It wasn't released as alpha, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, it was the full game. It was the full game price tag. That is, in my opinion, unforgivable. But that's what game developer publishers do with games. Like, they take all your money and then just use it for an investment purposes, I guess. This feels so good. Only 3 stacks of redstone blocks, but do you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Like, that feels... Oh, we've got redstone again. Thank goodness for that. Excellent. That healed up my shovel there. It did work out as they planned. There are lots of bug, which was found by community members posting bug reports. Yeah, that's true. And a lot of those bug report, like, you know, I put in a lot of bug reports as well. So, you know, I did my bit, which is exactly what I wanted to do. But I'm not willing to keep playing the game. I found the bugs now, patch the bugs, and then I'll come back to the game. And we'll start afresh, and I think that's the way I'm gonna play Kerbal 2. So it'll be every so often I'll come back to it, see what they fixed. I think that's a healthy way to play the game, instead of like smashing your head against the wall. Right, so the redstone... Well, actually, all of this, I think I'm going to take down... So the what's-it? What was left in here? So the gold ore, block of iron, these A lot of these things can get put away. Which one is 13? Oh, it's that one. I think I've already got this one, right? Yeah. Okay, thank you. Emerald ore, that can go away. Cool. The gold ore will go in. I've got more gold here that I'm gonna smelt down actually. The iron can go in here. Iron goes in there. We have inline docking ports for space planes now. Oh, nice. And good old shielded docking port, which I really missed. Yeah, that's good. That is good. So there's a few new bits and bobs in as well. Nice. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I have full faith in the developers. I'm sure they'll be able to make an amazing game. It's just, it's not there yet, and I don't want to... I'm not as keen on playing it in its current state. At the moment, you know. Right, so we'll take that downstairs. The empty shulker box can go back in my ender chest. At some point, I need to find places for these so we can empty out those shulker boxes, but I can't be bothered. Right, this second. I think I'm waiting for the tech tree to really try and take it seriously. Yeah, that's probably the same as well, Buzz. Not quite got the full grass yet. Nearly do. Okay, let's see what we need to craft up next. I do have a list. I need to get the list. I might really quick go and get a drink just for my throat, just because my throat is starting to jar a little bit talking. Whenever I see an update, I jump in and test the first fixed stuff and performance, try to build some space planes and return to what I feel like. I hope entry heating gets added soon. Oh, they still no entry heating. Interesting. Okay, so in terms of this, let's put the iron in there. We have a lot of glass now. This is good. So we'll put the iron in there. And I guess we can put the gold in too. I might need another chest. I know that soundtrack, but what game is it from? I know it's a space game and I played it recently. It's Stellaris. It's the Stellaris track. It's currently what I'm listening to. I've not done too bad with like the redstone. I mean, we got what, 3 stacks of redstone blocks plus 16 and 3 dust. I'm pretty pleased with that actually. I literally don't have any dust left though. Okay, so what were we making next? Let's have a look. It might have been... I think it was the lamps, right? Yeah, redstone lamps. Okay, let's make the redstone lamps. So we need some of this dust. It's dust intensive though, so I might blow through this dust very quick. There we go. I think that's right? Yes. I need my pen. Bear with me. I'll be back in a sec. Actually, I'm gonna take a break real quick while I'm away. It's just so that I can get a drink and stuff. So I'll be back. I'll be back shortly. Bear with me. I am back. Sup. Okay, so I've got my pen now. Actually, you know what? I'm going to turn on my light while I'm up. Where did I put my... Oh, I didn't... I have water. Bear with me. Bear with me. I'll be back in a second. I have my pink water now. It's fine. It is actually water. It's an isotonic drink that you drop your tablet in, then it turns. It's pretty good for hydration, and it's good for your throat as well. Okay, right. I'm properly back. Right. So what do we need to do now? So the next thing on the list, we have 49 redstone torches. Really? Okay. Okay, 49 redstone torches. So we need sticks for this, really. We do have some jungle wood though, so that's good. So 49, yeah, bye-bye redstone dust, I know, right? So it's actually 49 times by 9, which I can't do on the top of my head. Actually, wait, no, I can, but it's fine, don't worry about it. 441. Wait, why am I doing it like that? 441 divided by 64. It's about 7 stacks. We'll go with yeah, we'll go with 7 stacks. We'll get 7 stacks worth ready here, but then I also have to make a bunch of comparators and also have to make a bunch of redstone repeaters. So yeah, bye dust. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I said 7 stacks, right? So that's 6. I just need like another stack of wait, what am I doing? There we go. Sorted. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. So that's enough of the redstone torches. They now are worth it. There we go. Cool, that's the redstone torches, so they're done. Now we need comparators, which involves more torches. 17 times by 9 comparators. Which is... what, like 2 stacks? 3 stacks. 153. I think it's about 3 stacks. 3 stacks of comparators. We'll go for the round numbers. We'll round it off, and, which means I need more redstone torches, don't I? And then I also need quartz too. Do I not have any quartz down here? I've got 4 pieces of quartz. Could maybe do with more quartz than that. Oh, we've got some more gold ore down here. Okay, let's go and get some of the quartz. Oh, it's raining. Can you hear that? Oh, it's raining. What? So I said 2 stacks? 3 stacks. So we'll do 3 stacks of quartz here. Wow, I'm running low on quartz. But that will be enough for the comparators. How many redstone torches do you have per comparator? Is it 2? Or is it 3? It might be 3. Which would then mean I need... another 2... another stack. Yeah, my redstone dust didn't last long, did it? Three. I'll just use the 4 for the moment, but we'll see. Okay, comparators. Yeah, it is 3. Oh, that's annoying. 1. 2. So that's 2 full stacks, but I need 3 more redstone torches, don't I? And I've got no more sticks left. So let's go and get some more wood. It is 3. I thought it was 3. It's the repeaters that are 2. Which I will need to make repeaters as well, but not as many repeaters. And then we're actually going away from things that... oh, hoppers. Droppers, sticky pistons. Oh, and then we need like a lot of dust just in general. So I don't think we've picked up enough redstone. That's very depressing. That's very depressing. But I can find a way of topping it up. I might trade it with the villagers maybe, I don't know. There we go. 3 stacks of comparators right there. And again, like, if I won't use all of those comparators. Whatever we have left over, I can put into the general redstone box, which is this. So it just like tops it off, kind of thing. Right, how many repeaters do I need? So I need 90 repeaters. So that's a lot easier. That's a stack and a half repeaters. So if we need a stack and a half, let's get the... dust. I just don't have the dust. Oh no. Look how quickly my redstone dust levels have depleted. So annoying. So disappointing. One of those resources where you always think you have enough and then you just realize halfway through a project that there's a slight miscalculation. Yeah. It's so difficult to get through mining. I mean, we spent like 4 hours doing... I've spent about 4 hours doing all the mining for the redstone stuff. I'll probably do some more off stream in the local area, because I know there's probably redstone in the caves and things that we can get locally. So I'm not going to go all the way out again. So I only need a stack and a half here. So 3 stacks worth of torches. Is it dust in the middle for redstone? I can't remember. How do you make a repeater? Oh, it is. It's dust in the middle as well. Crap. Okay, a stack and a half. Wonder how long it takes to set up that raid farm. Yeah. Dunno. I don't know. I will do a raid farm at some point. It's just I can't be bothered to do it now. In all honesty. Okay, so I think that is finishing with the redstone intensive stuff. Actually, maybe not, because I still need powered rails, which requires redstone, and detector rails, which doesn't. Maybe. I'm not quite sure. Oh, I'm not. I was like, what? Why is it not coming up? Oh, what are they called? I can't. Detector. Is it not underneath the redstone thing? Yeah, so you do need redstone torches in that. So how many detector rails do we need? We need 16, the same amount as the redstone lamps. So a stack and a quarter. Oof. I think that's the rest of my redstone right there on the detector rails. What about powered rails? Yeah, I also need redstone for that shit. And the hoppers. Okay, and we've also got a couple of droppers to make, sticky pistons. We need the dust itself. Well, I mean, we can only really do what we, you know, what we've got. That's how much dust we've got left. After that big, long expedition, that's what dust we've got left. I'll probably go and do some more redstone hunting off stream, honestly. It's very annoying. It's like dust in the wind, it really is. Okay, detector rails we need. So I needed 2 stacks and 16. So let's get the pressure plates. Oh, right. Okay, so I need extra. So 32. And that should be enough for the pressure plates, I think. Should give me 16. Perfect, it did. And then we need sticks. Which is, again, another resource that... The sticks are the hardest part, do you think, Buzz? Is it sticks? Or is it iron? I bet it's iron. It is, it's fucking iron, not sticks. Ugh. Okay, that is iron intensive. I don't have enough iron for this. Yeah, I really don't have enough iron. Oof. 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 That's okay, we can smelt up some more. Oh, we got some more iron there. Got some pork chops. There we go. So we will get more iron. I mean, we did do quite a lot of iron hunting, so that's good. And then it's gold for the powered rails, which hence why we've got loads of gold there. Right, well, let's make what we can. Detector rails, we can make a stack. Oh! You get loads. Okay, well, I've got too many. I only needed... Oh, okay. Well, that's better. That's a little bit more conservative for the... Yeah, it's 6 per craft. I forgot about that. That's okay. Dang, too slow. I know. It means that I've wasted so much redstone there. A little bit frustrating, but okay. I mean, it is what it is. I'm sure I'll use them at some point. Like, it's not the end of the world. Not too bothered about using up the iron there. So next is the... So we've got the detector rails, so that's good. We've got normal rails, which I believe is iron and sticks, right? We need 28, which is 28 times by 9. So about 4 stacks, right? Powered rails and hoppers, yeah. I'm gonna do, so I've got the normal rails first. I've not got enough redstone. I definitely don't have enough redstone. The reason why I'm keeping the wood down here is so I can turn it into chests. Right, so I'm after normal rails, which is that sticks? Sticks and iron? I want 3 stacks worth. Oh, there we go. 16. 2, 3, 4. There we go. We've got the rails for it. I could have got them as well, like elsewhere, so not the end of the world. Powered rails. So normal rails is good. Powered rails, we need 12 times by 9. Which is how many stacks? It's about 1.5 stacks. 108, yeah. Yeah, I was trying to figure out how many stacks. It's about 1.5 stacks, maybe. I will do 1.5, I think, stacks out of this. So this is the gold. This is where we need gold. 64 plus 44, thank you. So a little bit more than half a stack, but that's okay. I've already got some powered rails that I've pre-made, so I'll only do like a stack. Wow, my iron reserves really dropped. So you get 6 again from this. That'll do. It's a Womble. Hey, Sign, how are you? And then the rest I'll get from here. Say 44. Cool. How is the cave life? It's going okay. So we need 2 minecart hoppers. I'm going to leave that one. We need 3 times by 9. So 27 minecarts, actual hoppers themselves. So that's not too bad. I need 27. Well, we'll round it up to 32 because it's easier to do. But I don't have any iron left, right? Okay, got a little bit, How many do you need per hopper? It's 5, isn't it? 5 iron with a chest. You don't need redstone for hoppers. Right? How many did we say? We said, I think I was going to do like 32 or something like that. Yeah, we'll do half a stack. We'll do the full half stack and then we'll go from there. I can... So that I've only got enough iron to be able to do 15. I've only got 4 hoppers there. 27, but you wanted half a stack, yeah, so that I can... Desperate times. It's always better to have some spares, absolutely. I mean, I use hoppers all the time, which is why I don't have any, because, you know, I use them all the time, so... There's that. But the main bottleneck right now is the iron. I just don't have enough iron to be able to facilitate the hoppers. So even though we did like this whole big Minecraft thing, although that being said, I reckon we're good with the... I don't think I need any more dust, apart from the dust that we're going to be using. The dust, it says 98, so that is that. Oh no, it's not, it's 24, isn't it? Well, we'll use that for the dust. How much iron can you mine in 1 hour? That's not the problem at the moment, it's smelting the iron down. I've got the iron, I just need to smelt it into ingots. We in the last stream and this stream, Turing, we've been hunting for like redstone. Like I went cave diving for redstone, just for redstone, but I also got a lot of iron as well, which is why I've got enough iron to be able to do all the rails and stuff. So yeah, and the gold too. Got enough gold for that. So yeah, and I had fun. We had a lot of fun. It was fun doing that. Super smelter needed. Yeah, I definitely need something like that. Yeah. Super smelters tends to be one of the things that I never make. I never seem to make like a big super smelter. No idea why. I don't know why. Like they're quite easy to make, but I never make one. It's one of those things that I always let other people make if I'm on a server and I'll use theirs. It's really bizarre. So I've got 2 stacks of redstone dust spare at the moment. We have to make 9 droppers, which we've already got that. We've got to make 9 times by 9 sticky pistons. So that's about a stack and a half of sticky pistons. And again, like, oh. So yeah, maybe the sticky pistons, that might be where we get stuck with the redstone dust. Although you only need... Yeah, I think we've got enough redstone dust, just in general. Do I have enough slime, though? That's the question. Yeah, I do. I've got enough. A couple of sticky pistons already. There we go. We've got all of the hoppers needed. And I can use... I do need the minecart hoppers as well, but we can kind of make those... I think I'll make those last because that will fill my chest up. So I'll make those last. Droppers. Right, let's get enough. I think I've already got enough droppers, so I'm just going to take from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. That's how many droppers we need. 9. Sticky pistons. So I need 81 sticky pistons. So let's... I mean, we've got 38 there. It's more iron that we need. So actually iron at the moment is the bottleneck, which is weird. I thought it would be the dust. I'll tell you what, let's put the dust required in the chest so I don't craft with that now. So the dust is all sorted. Sticky pistons. So how do we make sticky pistons? Well, we need pistons. 1. So I don't need that many. I need 90. So a stack. What classes as a super smelter? One streamer was very proud of his super smelter and it had 8 furnaces. I don't know. Like, what's the distinction between a super smelter? I think 8 furnaces is, you know, I would say that would count as a super smelter. Like, but like a super smelter with like 64 different furnaces, so you get a stack of items a second kind of thing. That would be great. Yeah, inherently, infinitely expandable. Yeah, it's not the size, it's the principle. I agree with Serenity. I agree with Serenity. And also, some people just aren't really comfortable with super smelters. Like, just redstone in general. So, yeah. I'm still cross. I crafted too many detector rails. I wasn't paying attention. Oh well, is what it is. It is what it is. I'll use it at some point. So I need more wood then. I think a stack and a half of sticky pistons will do. So I'm only going to make a stack of pistons for the stick. I need wood. Is it 1 I can never remember what pistons are. Is it the redstone dust either side with the iron in the middle, or is it the iron either side and the dust in the middle? I can't remember. Neither of those options. Okay. It's only one iron and one redstone. Okay, okay. So it was neither of them. I can never remember what that crafting... I've never been able to remember freaking pistons. Neither, yeah. Neither of those options. Okay, so we've got enough stuff then. There we go. Stack of pistons. And we said we were going to take the other 32 from here. May as well, right? Oh, I might not have enough slime. Okay, I do. There we go, we've got the sticky pistons, they're done. Now, it is a matter of no more redstone. We don't need any more redstone. Congratulations. Congratulations. So after all of that, I've ended up with 1 stack of redstone dust spare. That's so weird. Okay, so now we need mangrove gates, and they've got to be mangrove because then it blends in with the redstone theme. I only need 9 of those though, so it's not like... One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10. Fine. Whatever. As long as the first and last letters are in their correct positions and all of the letters are present, it doesn't really matter. Oh no, don't. It just gets harder to read. It doesn't really matter. I don't know what that is. 2 guts? I can't. No, Serenity, that's not how that works. My brain doesn't work like that. There we go, we've got 10 mangrove things. I only needed 9, but now I've got 10 because I made 1 extra by mistake. We need 98 lime concrete per level. Oh, that's a lot. Because it's actually 98 times by 9. Oh my. And then I need to start dyeing the glass. Oh god. Well, let's do the red concrete first, because that is the one that's used the least. We've already got 42 red concrete. So I need a stack and a half of red concrete. Point proven, it worked for all the words except for the one with 1 T too much. Oh, was that meant to be though, maybe? I don't know. Thought. Yeah. Got you. I'm out of coal blocks. I need gravel. And then I need some red dye. Hmm. 24 plus 42 is 68. Okay, that's fine. Then we want another stack. Cool. Okay. Oh, actually, wait, no, we didn't. We only needed half the stack. That's fine. We'll be able to reuse it at some point. It's like a stack and a half that I needed, not... Yeah. Oh well. Ugh. That'll do. I don't need any more than that. Cool, that's the red concrete sorted. So red concrete done. Now we're getting into some very big, scary numbers. Hold on. Hold on. I don't have enough dust. I don't have enough dust. Of course I don't. I need 98 times by 9. That's how much dust I need. So that's like 14 stacks. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Did I do the same with the normal rails? No, I didn't. Yeah, I know, I thought, oh yeah, we got loads of dust left, it's fine. No, it isn't. 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 Yeah, 882 divided by 64 is like 9 stacks. This is the same amount of lime concrete that I need. I need about like 9 stacks of lime concrete. How many stacks of yellow concrete? Let's work that out. No, I need 9 stacks of yellow concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6. It's 14 stack. Yeah. Yeah, it's 14 stack. Of course it is. That's a lot. That's a lot. So I've already got 6 stacks here, so I need 3 more stacks. I do have yellow dye somewhere, like large quantities. Oh, you get 8, don't you? Yeah, okay. It's gonna be enough for like a stack and a bit. I need to get rid of the gold in my inventory because it's really throwing me off. So we need more sand, which I believe we do have quite a lot of sand itself. And we need more gravel, which we don't really have too much gravel. There we go. So we've got the right amount of yellow concrete, which is good. Can you trade redstone, cleric? Yeah. I can. My cleric will only give me 2 dust for like 1 emerald, so... You can trade for redstone, yes, but it's not a great trade. Not when you're doing projects on this size. It's probably easier just to mine it. I don't know. I don't know. Now, this is only the powder. I can't be bothered to do the powder right now. But there we go. Okay, so we've got the yellow concrete. I'll change it as we need it. Green concrete, we need more, we need less green concrete than yellow. Now we do have a little bit of lime there. Got a little bit of green left over as well. So the lime, that's the most amount of concrete that we need. That's just because it does the entire circuit, look, around here. So the lime concrete we need about 14 stacks of. So let's go and make some lime dye. Probably only need a stack of lime dye. You can make 8 stacks with a stack of lime dye. Okay. So let's go and do that. Okay. Just make all of the lime powder. I'm out of sand. Two is the max redstone trade, yeah. Trade, clear out a perimeter and build a witch farm, or 4. 13.7 stacks. Yeah, I've been rounding everything up, Serenity. I've got more yellow concrete there. Well, I guess that's spare. Oh, we've got some more lime concrete. Nice. See, I need to check this before I do anything. One, two, three, four, five. As a fellow redstone enjoyer, I understand your troubles. I know, right? Okay, I'm gonna load this into here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 5, 6 and a bit stacks of the lime. And what we need, 14. To be fair, I used to trade to get my redstone. Or I have in the past, but it's just not efficient. It's not the best way to do it. Okay, so we've got 6 stacks. I need 14. So, 8 more stacks. So how much... So if I need 8 stacks, and with each crafting recipe you get 8. So I really only need like another stack worth of lime dye, right? Is that right? Am I calculating that right? Or is that wrong? It might be wrong. I need 8 stacks minus the 2 there. But I think I'm just going to have that left over. Four of those. Don't tell me I don't have any more gravel left. Yeah, I don't have any more gravel. Okay, so we now need gravel. Okay. Okay, we need some gravel. I could use wool, to be fair, but actually I think concrete's probably easier for me to get. We need some gravel. So let's have a look around the cave for some pockets of gravel. We've got lots of dirt that's being planted by the sodding Enderman. There we go, 1 piece of gravel. Audio book strip mining. Well, we found that strip mining for redstone wasn't necessarily the best way to get redstone itself. But yes, audiobook strip mining does sound cool. I don't need any more iron, actually. It's mainly the redstone. Okay. Yeah, there was a gravel beach there. Correct. This method is easier. This method is a lot easier. Mind the time, yeah. I need do you know what I really need? I need a torch for in there, because things are gonna spawn. And I didn't bring my torches with me. Of course I didn't. Why would I? Why would I? Yeah, you see, I've already got the majority of the gravel I need, but we're gonna get extra anyway. Who needs torches anyway? Yeah, I just don't want mobs spawning down here. Like, I've been pretty... Oh, got some gold as well. I've been pretty belligerent with making sure that everything's lit up around this sort of area. And this goes down into... Well, do you know what I could do? Like, we could find the gravel segments in here and hope it exposes some redstone. Whoa! Dude! That's a rare block. That's some coal, I know, but that is a rare block. The coal in the deep slate. It's very rare to find that. I've not seen that yet. Yeah, okay, I didn't know that there was this here. So you know how I said I've been fairly belligerent with the torches? Obviously missed a bit. Yeah, there's more areas down here. That one looks natural though. What, the deep slate coal ore? You know what would be cool? Boom, redstone mineshaft. Yeah, that would be cool. I'd be down for that. Oh. Apparently, I left some ladders here. Ugh. Can you not? Not quite sure why I left the ladders here, but this is obviously the way out. Is it the way out, though? Because there is a big gaping hole there. This is not the way out. Why did I leave ladders here? I recognize this area. I've been here before. Dude, there's so much stuff down here that I haven't lit up. Like, what is wrong with me? Hi. I really wish I had torches right now. Careful with the Enderman. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I've got a boat. I don't have my ender chest though, so we need to dip. Now I need to find the way back out. Yeah, there's loads of exploring left to do down here, so I need to do that at some point. I need to come back down here and I need to light up. I thought I'd lit everything, but I mean... yeah. Evidently not. I'm kind of... Where's the big cave entrance? It should be down here somewhere. Aha. What don't I need? I don't need the cobblestone. Why does he have a lonely arrow but no bow? I know, right? Like, obviously at some point I've killed some things down there and he's picked it up and then he's just been there as a persistent zombie. Same with the zombie villager as well. Like, they've just been persistent there for ages. How are you standing? How? I think I'm somewhere below the bee farm. I think that's where I am. I've really not done a very good job of, like, exploring this area and lighting it up. I thought I had. Apparently not. I know where I am now. Which way is back, though? I can never remember which way I'm supposed to go to get out of here. I think it's this way. Because this is the... Yeah, this is the actual farm. Okay, well, we have the gravel I needed, so that's good. Let's put the gravel away. Put the other stuff away. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 4 of that. Oh, look, a torch. Where is my other things? Did I put them in here? I did. Okay. Okay, so now we need some more lime dye. Do I have any more green dye in here? I didn't see any. I don't have any bone meal. That could be a problem. Like down here, that is. I mean, I've got loads of actual bone meal. I just don't have any available. How many stacks do we have? Let's discount that. So that's 9. 9 overall, and we needed 14. Sorry, 10 overall. So we need 4 more stacks. I don't want to make too much lime dye, more than I need. Gonna do it a little bit at a time. That's a stack. How many more stacks did we say we needed? I think that's it. Maybe. Was it an extra 2 stacks or an extra 4 stacks? I can't remember. So that's 9, 12, sorry. Nearly got 13. Oh no, I made white concrete powder? That's annoying. Again, it will be useful at some point, I'm sure. I didn't mean to make white concrete powder, I meant to make... Right, I think that's enough. I don't think I need any more. I mean, if I do need more, we can always make more. It's not the end of the world. So there we go. We've got the lime concrete. Now we need the green concrete. So that's 56. So 56. So that'd be about 8 stacks, I think. We've already got 1, 2. Let's make some more. Now, the green concrete I definitely will be able to reuse. It's quite a nice little block. So we've got 3 there. What else do we need now? I don't have any more green dye. Sure. We'll make some more green dye then. You can't burn the cactus. Bum, 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 bum. Up we go. I want some more coal to take down. Putting 7 in each, I guess. And I want to burn up this cactus. I'm just going to burn it all. And then we'll kind of like park some other stuff that we don't need. Where did I put all the gravel? I must have dumped it in a shulker downstairs. Wow, I've got quite a bit of diamond ore now. It's looking good. Again, not really that bothered about breaking that down. Could be used as a decoration block at some point, I'm sure. And then we need to do the 512 glass. Times by 9. So 512 is already like 512. How many stacks is that? That's 8 stacks. So I need 72 stacks of glass. So yeah, might need to go and get some more sand. I need to go and get some more sand. That's a bunch of glass. Yep, that's a bunch of glass. Oh, I also have like stone pressure plates that I made up for no reason as well. Well, as much as what I needed in the past to make a 100 block size sphere. Wow. That's a big investment. We need 9 packed ice, which I can go and get, and 9 signposts. It's mainly the redstone dust then. That's the only thing that we've ran out of materials for. It's the only thing that we can't make. I want... Where did I put the gravel? So how many more stacks of this do we need? I think it's like 5, 6. Wait. 7 stacks of green concrete. Okay, so you need 5 more. Four more. I can count. It's fine. Dinner time. See you later. I was thinking about the space station from Star Trek Beyond. Which space station in Star Trek Beyond? I can't remember what that looks like. Oh, the circular glass thing. I see. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen that film. Been a long time since I've seen that film. Yeah, because it's almost like a city or something in space. I prefer Deep Space Nine to that. That for me is just too big. It's just too big. Yorktown, yeah, glass ball with a city inside. Yeah. That's too big. Too big for me. Too big for Star Trek. It's too big. There is no such thing as too big as long as it's not a Dyson sphere. Well, I mean, that's effectively what it was, right? It looked like a Dyson sphere, and I just felt that it was unnecessary for it to be that big. But it doesn't contain a star, though. Oh, yeah, that's true. What are the other spheres? There's like, there's other spheres that are made by a race of aliens in Star Trek. It's not the Dyson spheres. It was, the one in Enterprise. When they had those spheres, it was like hundreds of them. That created the Expanse in Season 3. Can't remember what those spheres were called. City, complete infrastructure, hospitals, schools, etc. Yeah. Too big. Too big. In my opinion. So I do need more sand. I'm starting to lose concentration. I don't know if you can tell. I don't know if you can tell, I am starting to lose concentration. I'm going to try and push and get pretty much everything sorted. The only thing we're missing is the dust. But I think that's going to be an offline task, honestly. I think that'll be an offline task to complete the dust itself. But yeah, my brain is definitely wandering. Alright, that should be enough green powder. Yeah, it's close enough. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I've only done 6. How much do we need of green concrete? I can't remember already. So it's it's about 7 and a bit, so 8, and I've got 6. Okay, so I need 2 more. No, that was the lime. Green concrete is less than the lime. The lime is the most concrete that I need. So I need more green dye then. Sure. In that case, I can't remember. No, yeah, it's 8 stacks worth, pretty much. Because it's 56 times by 9, right? So it's about 8 stacks. Don't know how many cactus I need to smelt for that. Probably only 4. So I only need 2 more stacks. It is the waiting game a little bit right now. And then in the next stream, I'll probably try and finish the sugarcane farm in the next couple of streams. So I think what I'll probably do off stream, I will go and collect the redstone resources required. And then we'll kind of take it from there, I think. That was only a stack. I need another 8. I miscalculated that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I accidentally took it out, so it stopped smelting. I do already have 12 extra, but like I said, the green concrete I can kind of use because we can use that in like the lawns and stuff, like similar to like how moss could be used as a lawn. Especially the green concrete powder. Green concrete powder and green wool look quite good as kind of like a green carpety. Oh, I've already got loads of green concrete. Okay. I already had all the green concrete I needed. Okay. This is... that's annoying. Okay, well, we've got enough green concrete. I'm not going to do the glass, just because I can't be bothered. I suppose I will need green dye for the glass, so I'll pop in the cactus and we'll get that smelting. But I believe it's 512 per level. So that's, yeah, 8 stacks. So we'll do 8 stacks at a time kind of thing, and so it would be, it would alternate. So I need green glass next, so I'm going to do 8 stacks of green glass. which does mean that I need a stack of green dye, I think. Maybe not. No. No, I don't need a full stack of green dye. I just need 8. No, 16. Yeah, because that does a stack. 8 does a stack, sorry. Oh, I can't brain. I can't brain. My brain's gone, I think. I do need a stack. I do need a stack of green dye. But I bet I've already got green glass knocking around as well, so... Right. Not too much. Yeah, not too much. Not as much as I was expecting. What do I have here? I've got blue eyes. Sure, we'll use that. Why not? Oh, I didn't. Didn't want to do what I just did, but sure. Cool. Oh, I've got 3 lime stained glass left. So yeah, actually I do need quite a lot of this, this cactus smelting, don't I? So we're smelting a lot of this for the glass. That's okay. Oh, it's raining outside again. I mean, we've got quite a lot of glass already, just not enough. Just not enough. Which is fine. I think, like I said, the glass I'll kind of make as we're going. And yeah, I mean, this shouldn't be too difficult to kind of like put together now. Now that we've kind of got the majority of the resources, minus the redstone, the dust for the redstone. I'm still a little bit salty that we didn't quite have enough redstone dust, but now we've got the resources, we can start properly, fully building it and just kind of zoning in and just getting a method going through, and we'll do that over the next 2 or 3 streams, I think, and hopefully get this done. Definitely feel like I'm getting there. Like it feels like we are getting closer. Okay, I'm gonna head out here. I don't know if you can tell, I'm getting really like sleepy and lethargic, so I'm gonna head out. I've gone very quiet, so it's usually a good time to just be like, hey, that's it, that's the end of the stream. So that's what I'm gonna do. Have a good night, evening, noon, insert time zone here. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Have a nice evening. Thank you very much for stopping by, Serenity, and everyone else in chat. Thank you, I appreciate it. Till next time, later nerds.